I hope you guys enjoyed that demo, and now I'm going to run you through exactly how I made it. I started off with a color-coded plan within Excel, and then I moved on to Ableton Live. Within Ableton Live, I created a color-coded project that displayed exactly what sound I needed. I then used my own recorded samples and library samples to create the sounds. Each stem group has a section for the raw take, and then 4 separate tracks to collate the final stem samples. I next mixed and volume matched each audio file so it would be easier to implement into Wwise. Now let's check out the dynamic music project. I split the music into 4 sections: the main theme variant, the C theme, and the stinger. I settled on using string and woodwind instruments in order to capture that Viking essence. Pre-entry and post-entry cues are then used to tie each track together seamlessly. I then finished by adding a variety of effects. Now let's take a look at Wwise. The entire project is color-coded to streamline the workflow. Let's begin in the actor mixer. The footsteps are all contained within separate random containers, all within a switch container. The pitch is randomized by 100 and -100 cents. The default footstep switch is set to wood, and the rest can be seen in the Game Syncs tab. The village ambiences are housed within an actor mixer. If we look at the positioning tab, we can see that each object has its own attenuation, as shown in the share sets. Let's take a look inside. We can see the output bus volume and a low pass filter are attenuated based on the player's position. The birds are set up very similar to the footstep sounds. We can see at the bottom there is the general ambience. This is kept outside of the ambient actor mixer as it's used as a bed rather than an object. The environment bus houses a storage shop auxiliary bus. This is the reverb zone used within the demo. Now let's take a look at the events. For ease of use, the events are all stored within their own subfolders. Before adding the sounds to the sound bank, I mixed all the events and the sounds within Soundcaster sessions and mix sessions. Now let's take a look at the sound banks. There are 2 sound banks, the main and the music. This keeps the sound effects and the music separate. Let's move on to the interactive music. The music segments are stored within 2 music playlists, and we can see here how they're set up for playback. The C playlist contains a stinger that is triggered within the game engine. If we look within the music switch container, we can see that music states are used to change between the different playlists, as shown here in the Game Syncs tab. The music is then routed to the music bus within the master mixer hierarchy and sent to the game engine. Let's finish by taking a look inside Unity. I implemented the footsteps within the first-person controller. I made a ray tracing system which checks what material the player is standing on. The sound material then links this to Wwise. The footstep switch container will then change the sound based on the material. The storage reverb zone is made using an AK environment object. A box collider is used to trigger the reverb zone on and off when the player walks within the room. Due to the sheer amount of torches, I added them onto the prefab object using the AK ambient script set to multi-position mode in order to conserve memory. Next, to change the music, I used a box collider linked to an AK state script. When triggered, Wise will then call the music switch. The ocean ambience was created using the large mode within the AK ambient script. This was so I could create a realistic soundscape whilst conserving memory and CPU. Lastly, and by no means least, the bird and emitter sounds were placed across the landscape using the sphere attenuations as guidance. And that just about wraps up the video. I hope you found it interesting, and if you want, you can find my game audio show reel and audio composition reel in the description. Thank you for watching.